BassResinator here. Some of you may have seen me making my turtles, and where I do holographic around the edge, on the flippers, and in the head. And I made most of the rainbow. I had red, and that one sold like super fast. It's in El Paso. And I have a blue one, a green one, and a purple one. And then one of my subscribers said, "You're missing black." And I'm like, okay. Well, I don't have special chameleon holographic black, but I do have holographic glitter from Let's Resin, and there's a black one. So I've already got the glitter in the turtle, and I'm going to do a matching one with the frog. This is for Froggy Friday. Problem is, I didn't have eyes that match. So the turtle's going to have one color eyes, the frog's going to have another. That's okay. The color scheme is going to be the same. So I've got the black holographic, and I already put it into the turtle. I'm going to do the same for the frog. And then I have this really intense black mica called Raven from Resin Rockers. And that's what I'm going to dust the middle area. But let me dust the frog's head and feet and legs, if I can, with this holographic black. It's not wanting to stay. Why? Well, I don't know. It stuck on that turtle really well. Now to try this. Will this stick? Oh yeah. There we're getting a little bit of stickage. And then in order to intensify this, I'm going to use Kokuyo black paste from Eye Candy. Now, I remember swimming when I was a little kid up in Michigan. My dad would take me to there was a men's retreat up in the woods. So we got out there and had fun that way. But then they had kids group for the kids, the non-men. We'd go on canoe trips and stuff. There were some adults that would take us on those different things. And we'd come back and we'd be all dirty and stuff. And my dad would say, "Oh, you need to get a bath. You're dirty." And so he'd take me down to the creek, or as they said up there, the crick, and throw me in. And man, that water was cold. Up in northern Michigan, well, not the Upper Peninsula, but northern Michigan. Upper Lower Peninsula. How does that sound? And I would look, and I noticed that the frogs, they looked black. And the thing that made sense to me was amphibians and reptiles need warmth to function. And okay, so there's the frog dusted. I got his hind legs. Front legs got a lot of that glitter in there, so I'm just going to leave that. But those frogs being what I thought were black, later on I started thinking, you know, they probably are that color to absorb any type of sun that might be out there, to warm them up, because just a regular green wasn't dark enough. So I'm going to say that this is a Michigan frog, a northern Michigan frog. My cousins that live up there, you nut. Okay, that is going to be on this. The turtle's eyes, you're going to love them. They got some black in them, but they're like this reddish and yellow. The frog has kind of reddish eyes, so we're going to have some cool looking stuff going on here. Let me try and get some of this glitter. One time I was doing some stuff with this holographic glitter, and I had some on my clothes. A couple days later, it hadn't cleaned off. And I said, I was walking around, and I got out in the sun, and I saw it, and I asked my wife, I said, hey, where did this glitter come from? Why am I all shiny? And she looked at me with this look of incredulity, like, you nut. You work with resin and glitter and stuff all the time. How is it possible that you don't understand that you would have glitter on you? Yeah. It hadn't sunk in until after she was giving me that look, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm going to mix up some resin. I'm going to use, I still have a little bit of Bondcrafter 1-to-1, so I'll use that up with this make. I'm going to mix up about 10 ounces because this takes a little over 5. This takes 4.5-ish. So if I mix up 10 ounces, then we should be good. Okay, and then I will run it through the vacuum chamber, and I will be back. Okay, back in with the resin. Boy, that Kokuyo black really is black. And that's going to make that raven really stand out, as well as this holographic black glitter. Poured enough on that side, just in case this resin is causing some of the glitter to come off. I'll make both back flippers have the same amount of pouring in each one. I need to turn this to the side so I can see about getting in to that tail area. good. I saw the air from under the chin just move out the way, so he shouldn't have any bubbles under his chin. Sort of coax that resin into the toes. Okay, that's domed a little bit. Come back with this one. Got just a little bit of resin left. I'll find something to put that in. Okay, now we just wait. We'll see you when it's time to unmold. Well, these are cured up. I'm sure hoping they came out. Now, I'm pretty positive the holographic stuff stayed in place here, but I don't know about this guy. Hoping it did. Now, the title of this video is a play on an art song by John Jacob Niles, way back when he wrote this. And if you are a voice student, especially a male voice student, you probably had to learn this at one point in your life and add it to your repertoire. It's called Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair. Now, I had a little bit of leftover resin. Remember, I don't know if you saw that. So, black, black, black is the color of my true frog's. It's supposed to be my true love's hair, my true frog's skin. But I had enough for a little baby axolotl too. So, I'm going to do the frog. I don't know. Let me do the turtle first. Oh, I can see some holographic there. Okay, tail, please have no bubble. Oh, yes, no bubble. No bubble. Please no bubble under the chin. So far, so good. Oh, there's one bubble. Well, let me wipe that. See, I didn't want to reach in there too far and mess up the eyes. But look at the eye. Wow. Wow, look at that now. Huh? Well, my subscriber who said I needed to do black. How is that? Now that is a new turtle mold because my other one was giving up the ghost. So it had a little bit of detritus on there. So I'll have to take care of that in a bit. But man, I can't wait till the sun comes out tomorrow. Can you see that? And look at those eyes. There's a little bit of black in there. Around that red and yellow. I'm not talking about the pupil either. Yes, I'm very happy with that. Now, Froggy, what say you? Well, this mold is starting to turn that color of white, so it's probably not going to be very glossy once I remove it. This may just be a black frog. I do have a new frog mold if I need to break it out. A little bit too much of a toenail there. The rest looks good. Well, there's a little bit on his head and a little bit on the feet. Not much, but there we go. We have a black frog. Look at those eyes. They're supposed to accentuate the holographic stuff, but it wasn't sticking in this mold. Maybe it's because that mold is getting old. Mold is getting old. Yeah, it's starting to lose its luster. But this one looks pretty good, though. I mean, it's still got a little bit of shiny on him. Well, there is a black frog. Two black frogs, but this one I didn't put any holographic glitter in. Well, what do you think? If you are a subscriber of mine, thank you so very much. If you are not, consider it. Look at this guy. You could see the types of things. Look at the holographic stuff around that eye. It's just, it's got bluish and green gold. Same type of effect that the holographic glitter gives, but on a larger scale. If you'd like to be a subscriber, it's very simple. Just click this button down there. It says subscribe, and then follow the directions. And there's a little button that has an icon of a bell. If you click that, then you'll be notified anytime I do something new. And this is part of Froggy Friday, so this is my entry into the Froggy Friday collaboration. And the collaboration was started by Lisa, Girl in the Garage from Down Under, Karen from Dragon's Cave. I think she's in Spain, but she's, according to Lula, she's from Wales or has some roots in Wales. So those two started this, and then I asked, hey, can I join that? And they're like, sure. And then while I was asking, Lula was also asking, and so you'll see Nerd Goblin and myself. And then, who's the other one? Gert Creates. Gert from Gert Creates. She's joined us. And there's a lot of other people that join in too. You know, I do see the holographic, but not as much like I wanted it like this. But I do see it. It just didn't stick. What a shame. This channel does have membership. If you would like to support the channel that way, just click the button that says join. There will be a link in the description of the playlist for Froggy Friday. So check that out and look at what the other artists have to offer. Don't know if anybody's done Black Frog. This is supposed to be black holographic like this, but it came out with just a little bit. But, you know, that little bit is pretty. I wonder. Ooh, no, doesn't show enough. I was hoping that would shine it some more. Anyway, I will have some stills of this guy and the turtle. So stick around for that and go check out the other artists and see what they have to offer this week. Yeah. Until then, ribbit. We'll see ya. I decided I didn't like how the glitter, the holographic glitter, didn't work on that older mold, so I pulled out a newer mold and I redid it. So there we go. That's what I was wanting. Something to match the turtle with the legs, the feet, and the head. Look at those eyes glistening. Yeah. Okay, now I'm satisfied. Hopefully you will be too. Remember, check out the playlist and see the other frog artists.